we going tomorrow, Gar?
We are going on a cruise.
So we arrived the day before our cruise to have a pre-cruise stay at Harper's Steakhouse. We always recommend staying the night before, as you just don't know what's going to happen with the traffic, etc., and it just adds to your cruise. We love it here, to be fair. Really nice stay and perfect pre-cruise treat. Admittedly, it's not in the centre, so you don't get to see the cruise ships the night before, but given the price and given the quality of the food and the rooms, this is perfect for us. Yeah. So what are you looking forward to the most, guys?
Food. Just seeing what it's about.
Yeah. How excited are we, guys?
Yeah, but here's 6:30. We've got to bear that in mind. Here's to a happy cruise.
Look how beautiful this is. And this is Swanwick Marina, which is a 5-minute walk away from Harper's. So we're heading back to the hotel. We're going to have a nice meal. Tyler is on a mission for food. This was an absolutely delicious nut roast. Look how beautiful this room is. So we're now going to drive into Southampton and we're going to park in the council car park, spend a few hours in Southampton doing a bit of shopping, and then we'll grab a taxi to the terminal. Usually the taxi is between about £6 to £10. Mayflower, it'll be about £6, but we give a little tip and cheap as chips. And Olivia's dressed and ready to go. Looking good, Liv. Looking good. Looking cruise ready. So we paid £55 for a Super King bedroom. And we're off. So as you can see, we parked in Eastgate Street car park. And for the duration of our cruise, it cost £39. And that was for a 7-day stay. So it's become a bit of a pre-cruise tradition to call into IKEA to have a breakfast or a hot dog at the checkout. This was the vegetarian breakfast and the meat option. As we had a late embarkation time of 3 p.m, we thought we'd call into West Quay to do some shopping. Then finally we were off and we had our first sightings of Aurora. And what a beautiful ship. Baggage drop was unbelievably quick, literally took minutes, and there was loads of people to help. And to avoid leaving our cases for a third time, we put ribbon on our cases this time. This is what I call relaxed boarding. No queues at all. Just make sure you check in online. To the ship we go. Are you excited? Are you excited? Yeah, that's it. We're not right on the sea line. And this is my favourite bit. And we are on.
No, one side of
We're just finding our room.
Finding our room, man.
Finding our room. Finding us.
How do we enter?
Side.
Oh,
Nice and bright and sunny.
that's nice. We're in F179.
Thank you. Oh,
It's lovely.
I do like the
Look at that. How
I like
pretty is this?
drinks package.
Yeah.
Drinks package.
And we've got a nice little chaise lounge. We've got a desk. We got me. Television. Oh, there's plenty of storage.
Do you want me to keep your card?
Yes, please. Fridge. Let's have a look at the cupboards. Oh, plenty of hanging hangers. Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely loads. So eventually we connected to the internet after quite a bit of confusion. Then finally, so this is the first drink of the cruise. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Jesus.
Here's to a fantastic cruise. Woo! So we're now up in the crow's nest. We've actually got popping candy on the top of this. It's really cool. And we have liftoff. Then it was time for our first evening meal in the main dining room. Then it was time for some dad dance moves. And all was well until we got to bed. The Bay of Biscay, and I have to say, last night was the worst night we've ever had at sea. And still, it's still rough. We have just bounced along for about the last 5 hours, and every now and then you think it's settling down, and then you just almost have a big whack against the side of the ship. How are you feeling, Gar?
I used to have glasses,
Yes?
then Tyler wanted to give me a couple of round
Alright.
so now I don't have glasses.
What's wrong with them? We then had an announcement from the captain to say that we were now about to enter the Bay of Biscay and to look after those less fortunate than ourselves, as conditions were going to get worse. So as you can imagine, our first breakfast probably wasn't the best. So everyone was looking a little bit green this morning. The breakfast of champions. So we've got American pancakes this morning,
I don't think
followed by smashed avocado and chilli. Well, I've just had a really lovely breakfast. We went to the Medina restaurant this morning. I had the American pancakes and maple syrup, and I had the smashed avocado with sourdough toast. Absolutely beautiful, washed down with a really nice coffee. The ship is getting more and more rocky though, so we'll see how things go. Just gonna go and explore the rest of the ship because we haven't quite managed to do that since we've got on board. See whether some areas will be shut off, which I guess they may be, as the winds are picking up quite badly. So it was at this point that we took the opportunity to have a quick walk around the ship to get our bearings, starting with the Curzon Theatre. Given the age of the ship, it's still a very impressive theatre with plenty of accessible seating. Our cabin room was located just off the atrium, which meant that every time we left our room we were greeted by this wonderful sight. The atrium on Aurora really is beautiful. As it was a sea day, the shops were open, selling duty-free alcohol, essential items and toiletries, a range of gifts, clothes, even more clothes, and you can even pick up a bargain. The Playhouse is the on-board cinema. This plays a selection of movies as well as talks. We watched Barbie for the 4th time. We found the gym to be excellent and pretty large given the size of the ship, with all sorts of equipment available. And as we had a beautiful wave display in the pool, we thought, what a perfect time to take a dip in the hot tub.
Some people stand in the darkness.
Then after all this excitement, it was time to join the choir. Look. Oh my gosh. It's getting worse and worse. Absolutely huge. This ship, and you can't probably see it on the camera, but it is rocking back and forth. Look at the size. I mean, it's just hitting against the window. Bay of Biscay. Wow. They're actually coming up against the window. It is rocking. Wow. See that one? Good luck, yeah? That's a good luck. And what a night. So we went to the theatre to watch the IHoppers, and pretty much all of the band were unavailable because they were seasick. So they called a sickie. Nobody can blame them, because I think 3/4 of the ship are actually in bed. Anyway, this one guy, he didn't have any backing band, he didn't have any dancers, he just did it all by himself. So I take my hat off to people who braved it out. We just had bad weather, and that's the way the cookie crumbles, but however, I was fine. Here's my Horlicks. I never have Horlicks any other time of the year. Don't have it in the house. But Horlicks on a P&O cruise, it's just something else.